Imagine coming home and finding a letter your wife left behind. You open it and realize she has taken your children and left. Why? Because you couldn't make enough profit in Path of Exile 2. So today, I'm here to help you learn how to price each item effectively. I won't be pricing all of them, but if you're trying to make a profit, these are the simplest items to focus on. I'll explain it in the simplest way possible.
Perfect!
If you've seen other YouTubers' videos and felt a little confused, I'm here to explain the stats in a way that's easier to understand. Grab a snack and pay attention. Like I mentioned, other YouTubers explained it well, but I have a baby brain and I'll assume you do too since you clicked on this video. I had to find a way to understand it, and now I'm going to show you how I learned. If you're playing Path of Exile on console, you should have either a laptop or mobile device to check out the trading website. There are many cool things you can do on it to find the best items for your build. Now let's dive into pricing our items. How to price each item individually. Let's talk about some popular ones, shall we? First step, knowing what items are worth crafting. As we all know, there are many items or weapons in Path of Exile 2 that are either useless or not worth much. I'm going to show you what to pick first. Rattling Scepters. These are excellent for elemental caster builds, offering increased spell damage and elemental penetration. Or they can be used for a Witch Mommy build with minions. Wands are the bread and butter for ranged spellcasters. They're perfect for builds that focus on spell crit and cast speed. Crossbows, a new addition to Path of Exile 2. Crossbows are powerful but situational. Crafting gets interesting because different bolt types synergize with specific builds. Short bows. These lightweight bows have faster attack speeds, making them perfect for elemental or poison builds. Quarterstaffs. These heavy melee weapons excel in builds focused on crits and area of effect damage. Second step, key stats to check for. After we're done with the first step, and now that you know what items to look for, we need to explain the important stats for weapons like these. Let me break it down. Certain stats can massively impact item prices, so you should always keep an eye out for them. However, a quick disclaimer, just because your item has these stats doesn't automatically mean it will be more valuable. The stats need to be high for the item to sell well, say. But that's a topic for a different video. Quarterstaffs. These are the stats necessary for their builds. If you find stats like these, you've hit the jackpot. Crossbows. These aren't as challenging as other items to price and are much easier to evaluate. All you need to look for are these stats. Did you take your screenshot? Good. By the way, if you're enjoying this content, hit that subscribe and like button, and if you want me to talk about more classes, armors, or items like amulets, make sure to mention it in the comments so I can make a part 2 covering your favorites. Rattling Scepters. For these, focus primarily on minions. Look for stats like plus, level to all minion skills, and increased spirit or buffs for minions like these. Massive note, look for levels higher than 3 and increased spirit stats, as these can significantly affect the item's price. Short bows. These are similar to crossbows, but with a twist. Ranger builds usually include an item called a quiver, which can make your profit better. Stats for the bow. Stats for the quiver. Wands. Here are the stats you want to check for. Now that you know what stats to look for, here's the hard truth. Getting these stats isn't just about skill, it's about luck, persistence, and honestly a bit of gambling. Crafting in Path of Exile 2 often feels like spinning a wheel at a casino, where the odds are rarely in your favor. You may invest tons of currency, click craft after craft, and walk away with nothing but disappointment. But every seasoned player knows that's just the nature of the game. There are times when frustration sets in and you're tempted to give up. Yet it's also what makes finally landing that perfect item feel like winning the lottery. To succeed, you need a combination of resources, patience, and the willingness to take risks. Crafting is an art of controlled chaos. Part strategy, part luck, and part gut feeling. One wrong roll can ruin an item, but one god-tier roll can make your fortune. If you find items with these stats, make sure to check them on the Path of Exile website. If you're on PC, there's an easier way. Download Sidekick, link in the bio. After you install it, you can check item prices much more easily. If you want a full guide on using Sidekick, let me know. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to like and subscribe for more tips and tutorials. Peace out.